There is something that is destroying thousands of men's life daily, worse than junk food or social media. Something that only few have the courage to talk about. Today we talk about the horrifying addiction to sissy porn. This is an addiction to pornographic content designed to alter a man's sexual identity. Unlike other porn addictions, sissy porn is not something you struggle with privately. It tries to completely change your mind, distort your perception, and break down your self-worth. Its impact goes far beyond the screen, influencing the way you think and affecting every relationship in your life. But how do you get addicted? For most people, it starts with a normal porn addiction. See, every porn consumption leads to addiction, if you think about it. From the moment you first consume it, you always went back to it. Maybe you managed to stay away from porn for extended periods of time, depending on your external circumstances, but you always went back to it. Most people think that they choose to consume porn. However, you do not. This becomes clear once you try to stop. When you try to ignore porn long enough, the desire to consume pornographic content will become stronger and stronger until you finally fold. Mentally, we might make excuses like, "This is the last time," or "once in a while doesn't hurt," but the reality is that we are deeply trapped into the addiction. Sissy porn specifically usually starts as an escalation from a normal porn addiction. If the issue is consumption, why you can't just stop? The problem is that when you try to quit sissy porn by ceasing consumption, the mind will not emotionally recover, and no recognizable emotional improvement will be achieved. Instead, you're going to spend a lot of mental and physical energy to try resist the addiction, hoping that the urges will fade one day. This is why the majority of people who try to quit inevitably fail. This faulty approach is based on our assumption that sissy porn is the source of our inner discomfort. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. The addiction is just a symptom and not the cause. The cause of our discomfort lies within us and is not imputable to something we see or watch. That's why any attempt to quit by only fiddling with the addiction is futile and will always set us back. In order to really quit and get rid of the addiction forever, we have to address the underlying cause. This is something that is rooted within us, something that we have never processed and is likely the result of a traumatic experience we faced during our childhood. Before we try to remember if anything traumatic happened during our upbringing, we have to understand that not all trauma is evident, and trauma can come also from being neglected or simply disciplined during our childhood. Most of the time, these memories didn't stuck with us, and besides, remembering them is not important to quit. The only thing we need to quit is to address the unprocessed discomfort that trauma left within us. There are many ways out there to tackle trauma. However, I made an easy-to-follow guidebook made specifically to overcome the trauma that is causing sissy porn addiction. I didn't invent anything new, just went through years of trial and error, and after finally getting free, I decided to create a systematic guide on how to get rid of sissy porn. Honestly, you don't even have to buy my guidebook. Simply knowing that trauma is the cause will point you in the right direction, and you could use resources already available out there if you are willing to spend the time researching and trying. It's likely going to cost you years of your life, but is definitely doable. The guidebook I wrote allows you to quit within 10 weeks, or at least make a profound change in this period of time. It gives you step-by-step instructions on what to do and what to avoid, through an introspective approach I call the freedom journey. If you feel trapped into sissy porn, or know someone who is, please send them this video, or at least point them in the right direction, so we can start to dismantle this silent epidemic that is destroying countless men every day.